School name, Shri Shivaji Maratha. English School, Deola. Live English PowerPoint presentation. Slideshow. World Heritage. Name, Akash Kheda Chavan. Roll number, 9. S. T. Patil Sir. Taj Mahal. The Taj Mahal in Agra, India, is considered one of the most beautiful buildings in the world. An emperor built it after the death of his young wife. She died in 1631. Her tomb is inside. The Taj Mahal is covered in white marble and set in a garden with pools of water. The garden represents paradise. The building is decorated with beautiful carvings and colored stones. Its color appears to change throughout the day as the sun moves across the sky.
The Taj Mahal. The Taj Mahal in India is considered one of the most beautiful buildings in the world. It is covered in white marble and set in a garden with pools of water. An emperor began building it in 1632 in memory of his wife, who had died the year before. Sheldon Collins/Corbis.
Khajuraho.
The Jagadambi Temple, which dates from the 11th century, is located in Khajuraho in the Indian state of Madhya Pradesh. The Hindu and Jain temples at Khajuraho are popular destinations for tourists. Of the area's 85 original temples, about 20 are still well preserved. Most of them are constructed from sandstone. Hampi. Hampi, also referred to as the group of monuments at Hampi, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site located in east-central Karnataka, India. 1. It became the center of the Hindu Vijayanagara Empire capital in the 14th century. 2. Chronicles left by Persian and European travelers, particularly the Portuguese, state Hampi was a prosperous, wealthy and grand city near the Tungabhadra River, with numerous temples, farms and trading markets. By 1500 CE, Hampi Vijayanagara was the world's second-largest medieval-era city after Beijing, and probably India's richest at that time, attracting traders from Persia and Portugal. 3-4. The Vijayanagara Empire was defeated by a coalition of Muslim sultanates. Its capital was conquered, pillaged and destroyed by Sultanate armies in 1565, after which Hampi remained in ruins. Ajanta Caves. It spanned columns from Ajanta Caves, India. Columns from Ajanta Caves, India. Many Indian temples were supported by massive stone columns decorated with carved horizontal bands and richly sculpted capitals. The cave temple shown here was carved between the 2nd century BC and the 7th century AD. Encarta Encyclopedia Scala/Art Resource, New York. Full size. Ajanta Cave Paintings. Ajanta Cave Paintings. This wall fragment shows one of the exterior frescoes painted by Buddhist monks at the rock-cut temples of Ajanta, India. The monks made the rock faces receptive to pigment by coating them with a clay mixture and covering them with moist lime. The frescoes, which illustrate Buddhist texts, date from before and during the Gupta period of Indian history. Encarta Encyclopedia Sf/Art Resource, New York. Full size. Ajanta Caves, group of about 30 caves carved out of the sides of a steep ravine in east-central India, in Maharashtra state, formerly Hyderabad, near the village of Ajanta. The caves, discovered in 1819, are famous for their frescoes, and also contain a significant amount of sculptural work. The caves were painted between the 2nd century BC and the 7th century AD. These historic wall paintings trace the development of painting styles during that time. Most of the wall paintings are based on the Jatakas, stories of the former lives of Gautama, the Buddha, or on events in the life of the Buddha. The feeling of the kinship of all living things, which plays so large a part in Buddhism, is apparent in all the paintings. Their astonishing liveliness, their rich and subtle colors, and the consummate skill of their execution make them the supreme monument of Buddhist painting in India. See Indian art and architecture. Bodh Gaya.
Place for Buddhists. Citation needed. Situated by the bank of river Niranjana, the place was then known as Uruvela. King Ashoka was the first to build a temple here. 5 better source needed. Traditionally, Buddha was born in 563 BC in what is now Nepal 6, on the following auspicious Baisakhi Purnima. As Siddharth, he renounced his family at the age of 29 in 534 BC 7-8, and traveled and meditated in search of truth. After practicing self-mortification for 6 years at Urubela, Buddha Gaya, in Gaya, he gave up that practice because it did not give him vimukti. Then he discovered Noble Eightfold Path without help from anyone and practiced it. Then he attained Buddhatva or enlightenment. Enlightenment is a state of being completely free from lust, raga, hatred, dosa, and delusion, moha. By gaining enlightenment, you enter nirvana, in which the final stage is parinirvana.